Oh, David, look at the time. I believe it's
The Chainsaw Minute.
I'm David, and this is your dose of Chainsaw Man. You can join us every Friday where we see what masterpiece Fujimoto put out.
I'm Jordan, and if you're looking for regular Shonen Flop goodness, you can find our next episode to get the first thoughts on Shonen Shoujo this Monday.
What a fucking name of a series.
What a fucking series.
Yeah. Just a reminder, these recordings are open to everyone, so listen in and chat along with us on the Shonen Flop Discord every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time when there is a chapter and when we're not doing a weird recording schedule because I was on vacation. You can find a link to it in our show notes or on our site. And then, Jordan, what was your devil this week?
My devil this week was the headphones devil. I couldn't find my fucking headphones. I looked everywhere for them, and then finally I discovered they were just deeper under my bed than I had looked.
You have to enter the crevice to become part of it.
Yes, you do.
Mine was, Jordan, I'm sure this is not surprised, the jet lag devil. I am very jet lagged.
Really?
I got up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and then 6 a.m. And Rachel said you have to stay up, so yeah, it's been great.
Ooh, I am sorry, but yeah, hopefully that fucking evens out a bit. Jeez.
We'll see what happens.
Ooh, yeah, jet lag, like the Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Mm-mm. Or the IRS. That's how they got Capone.
Yeah, exactly, David.
Jordan's like, imagine having enough money that you could get arrested for tax evasion.
I know, right? I could never imagine that. That's, whew.
Also, as a note for our listeners, since we were off last week, this is a double episode, so we are covering 2 chapters. We're going to go and just do it chapter by chapter, so listen in.
Oh yeah, this is your double stuffed Chainsaw Minute.
Yee.
This is your Chainsaw 2 minutes.
These are the Chainsaw Men.
Or
Chainsaw Mans. Something like that, right?
Sure.
I don't know. Anyway, so, Jordan, why don't we start with the plot summary for Chapter 116, Taste of Starfish.
Chapter 116, Taste of Starfish.
Trey is unfortunately a bit under the weather this week, and unfortunately, we're unable to get their audio in. We hope they have a speedy recovery.
Oh, yes. Let's get into this shit, David!
Yeah!
I'll take the first one as usual. Denji and Aza. And, you know, I'm calling him Denji, but I am referring to Dennis, by the way. That might be a little confusing for people who only read the manga. But yeah, Denji and Aza are just chilling inside an aquarium tank, you know, MBD, talking about eating starfish, you know. After putting together a makeshift stove, they just go for it. Aza then asks Denji why he does so much scrounging for cash, and Denji says it's because he wants to send he says he has like kind of a little sister / friend who he wants to send to college, making this the first time in part 2 that Nayuta has specifically been referenced. Aza gets enough courage to force herself to eat some of Denji's fish that he already dried, and he tells her she's fun, even if she just spouts boring shit sometimes.
Yeah, it's literally like, you're weird, but I fuck with it energy.
Exactly. She gets super excited by that and gets an idea of how to escape. The two then start running through the aquarium, picking up loose cash, gathering together a total of 1 million yen. Aza tells Denji that if he lets her have the money, then she will grant him any wish. So of course he fucking does. He's Denji. Aza then says she'll pay 1 million yen to buy the aquarium, places her hand on the glass and says, "Aquarium spear." Bum, bum, bum. I mean, we already know what happens next, but, you know, let's pretend we don't. Woo, David, what were your thoughts? Why was this week's chapter a 10 out of 10?
I honestly don't understand how she thinks eating starfish is fine, but eating a real fish, like, I would say probably almost every person on the planet would not say, I would rather eat a starfish than a traditional fish.
I mean, I see why, because her thing is that she doesn't want to eat the fish because basically it's got a face and it feels weird eating something where it's like it can look back at you. And a starfish doesn't have eyes, it doesn't really have a face. So to her, she's probably able to like depersonalize it.
Yeah, that's fair. She's just eating that Patrick Ussi.
Yeah, she's fucking eating. What did you say?
Patrick Ussi, man. It was Webster's dictionary. Ussi, what was it? Or whatever it was, the Ussi suffix was word of the year.
Ussi was word of the year.
I'm still waiting for people to loop back and start calling it Vajosi. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Gonna get that pussy.
Fuck off. I also love how Dennis is just trying to be a good dad.
He is.
This and the next chapter have really highlighted some very fun character growth, or some really nice character growth from Dennis.
Seriously, I really liked how you could tell that Asa was like, oh, you're not just doing this to be like a weird fucking thief. I mean, she doesn't know that he is a single dad and that is her daughter. That is his daughter. But, it's still, it gave her some pause. I also like how she gets like super jazzed up when he says that she's fun, and it clearly reminding Denji of power.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that Onion article about Hillary Clinton that was just called I Am Fun.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Yeah, but I think it's really nice. She definitely is just a very different take on power, where she doesn't have the confidence that power had to back up her behavior.
Like, she's repeating a lot of Makima's dialogue here, Yeah. Like, in some ways, this is like, there are parallels between her and Makima. There are also, we're going to get into the next chapter, some parallels of Reize.
Yeah, but I do think Ashley is definitely gaining some confidence, which is really nice to see, too.
Oh, right, Ashley. Right, Ashley is her...
Also, yeah.
Ashley is her 4 kids' name, right.
Also, I have to say, that shot of Denji running with Asa is so weirdly drawn. It's very cute, but man, that was not a good drawing by Fujimoto.
I really like the art in these chapters, but it is like his art has gotten very chunky.
Yeah, I think he needs to go back to bi-weekly.
I'm going to look it up right now just to refresh my memory on what you're talking about. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, not one of the best panels. I think, again, it has to do with the feet.
Yeah.
He's got some issues with feet.
He cannot draw feet.
Because, like, if you got rid of those, like, pretty much most of the issues are gone with that panel, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think he's trying to challenge himself.
Yeah.
Which is why he has a bunch of feet. Maybe he's developing a foot fetish, I don't know.
He did watch a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies.
If he had a foot fetish, he would be drawing feet a lot better, honestly.
Yeah, he definitely would put much more detail. So he definitely has a dead character fetish. Also, in that drawing, by the way, did you see? You can actually see the dead fish in the background, which is fun.
They're like rising to the top.
That's a good attention to detail.
Oh, yeah. Look, he's really good at composition, David.
Yeah. And then my last thought is, by the way, I really do think it's interesting how much like internal psychology is for using this power, where, as we'll see in the next chapter, it actually matters a lot. So Jordan, shall we dive into chapter 117?
Yeah. What's the title of the next chapter?
The next chapter, Penguin and Weapon.
Chapter 117, Penguin and Weapon.
And in this chapter, Dennis is conflicted about how he did whatever a girl wanted again, but then he sees a penguin. Oh my god, this is just like when I saw...
Oh my god!
I saw a capybara while I was in England. By far, that was the best part of that trip.
Oh, that's awesome.
God, fucking, they're so great to hang out with.
They are.
Anyway, meanwhile, Asa faces off against the Eternity Devil with her new fish spirit. I love how there were just fishes as the Biden points.
Yeah! Joe Biden, yes.
Yes, the Joe Bidens. Her plan worked, and they escaped, even if 1 million yen can't buy a fucking aquarium. Like, seriously, like I said, it's all about fake it till you make it, baby.
Because I was like, how did that work? And then it occurred to me, oh, it's because Asa thinks that you can buy an aquarium with 1 million yen.
Yeah.
That's why that worked.
For record listener, I think that's like $10,000.
Yeah, that's not like...
You can buy a really nice fish tank for $10,000.
It's a sizable amount of money, but it's like significantly less than $1 million.
Yes. But anyway, Yoshida attacks the Eternity Devil and it's finished off by Yoru, who can repossess Asa's body now that they're out. Fami looks down from atop a building as everyone leaves. Asa and Denji walk home together, and while Asa apologizes for a shitty date, Denji had a great time and was able to touch a penguin. And that is not a euphemism.
He hugged a penguin. He got to hold a penguin. I think any day where you get to do that, it doesn't matter what else happened that day. You had a good day.
I hugged a cappy, and man, that was actually a challenge because they are the most skittish animals on the planet.
Really?
So they have a reflex where if anything startles them, they immediately jump because they're prey animal. And literally, like a baby approaching his mom suddenly will make her startled.
Aww.
It was really fascinating to see it. But otherwise, they don't care. They fucking let other animals eat their food.
They're like the moms of the wild.
Yeah, they're just cool for everyone.
Yeah.
But anyway, he reveals that the wish he wants Asa to grant in exchange for getting them out of their situation is to go on another date with him. And Asa immediately falls in love, causing Yoru to take over, placing her hand on Denji's head and saying, "Denji, spinal cord sword." Done.
Oh my god!
Done.
Done, fucking done!
Done, Denji.
Denji.
Ah, that's even better. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, so Jordan, though, why was this chapter a 10 out of 10?
Oh my god, David! Oh, this chapter was pretty fucking rad. We got a lot here. We got the fight between Asa / Yoru and fucking the Eternity Devil. That scene where, like, the spear goes through the Eternity Devil and all the fish and guts spew out from the back. That was fucking sick. Hell yeah. Also, Denji got to touch a fucking penguin. I really wish that he just straight up took the penguin and was walking home holding the penguin.
Yeah, I was expecting a scene where they, even in like the background, you see the guy taking the penguin away from Denji.
It would be Yoshida doing that, yes. Yeah, Eternity Devil V2, which is, you know, how they do it in Mega Man Battle Network. Eternity Devil V2, like, looks pretty sick. He's like a giant, evil, gross monster made out of fingers.
Yeah, the devil's designs are always really cool.
Yeah, they kind of always are, because they're all weird and they're not how you would expect them to be. So it's always interesting. Like, it's pretty much never just like, oh yeah, of course that's what the Eternity Devil would be. I see that and I'm just like, man, why does the Eternity Devil look like that?
Right?
I think the exception was the Hell Devil, which was kind of
that was
just
the lamest design, yeah.
It was kind of just the Hell Devil.
He had other things going on, though.
Yeah, it still looked cool, but it was like, yeah, that's the Hell Devil. I agree. All right. But also, oh my god, David, she's gonna turn Denji into a weapon.
Right?
She's gonna pull his head out and use his spine as a sword. That is the most Mortal Kombat kind of weapon.
So what do you think's gonna happen, though?
A couple possibilities. One is that it just straight up doesn't work on him because he's Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. People have discussed that hybrids seem to be immune to like these auto like save or suck abilities, if for lack of a better term. Like the Dull Devil didn't work on Denji.
Yeah, I think that would make the most sense. It's also possible that she does it and this fucking part just goes off the fucking rails.
Yeah, it's also possible she rips out his spine and he just regenerates it because, again, he's immortal.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, she rips out his head and spine and then it just comes back.
My hot take, and I don't know if anyone has said this or agrees, what if Denji, it's kind of like a Batman situation where Denji doesn't think he's Denji anymore, he thinks he's Chainsaw Man, so technically that's not his name and it doesn't work?
That is some fucking instant bullet logic.
Yeah. For context and referencing, there was like someone tried to like, I guess like make Batman think he was going crazy. And he reveals that he knew like the voices were fake because they were calling him Bruce Wayne. And he said, I never call myself Bruce Wayne in my head.
Oh, I see.
Which I thought is a really interesting detail.
Yeah, I mean, that also makes sense with Batman. I don't think that that's something Denji does. I'm also not sure if that really works that way. It's entirely based on...
Wait, what if he says my name is Dennis?
Excuse me? Denji is short for my full Christian name, Dennis Chainsawman.
Better call Chainsawman.
Better call Chainsaw.
Oh, God, you brought your A game today, man.
I fucking did.
God, this guy fucks.
I fuck with Chainsaw.
Chainsaw, man.
Oh, man.
Better call Chainsaw, man.
Exactly. Yes.
Anyway, you were saying, though?
Saul Chain, man. But, yeah, man, this is... This is, like, one of the best chapters in a little while. One of the best cliffhangers in quite a while.
Yeah.
I also like how this chapter and the previous chapter both end. The first one ends with Asa saying the name of a weapon, and then this chapter ends with Yoru saying the name of a weapon, and both times we're like waiting for the same kind of conclusion.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Exactly! It's like poetry, David. This is Chainsaw Man episode 2.
Oh, God. Also, I want to say Yoshida and Fami gave each other like looks, and I'm pretty sure they fucking dog.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think they're going out? You think they're an item?
For sure.
You think she's wearing his ring?
Yeah. I have zero doubt.
Hell yeah.
Any last thoughts about this chapter?
There have been, like, some implications that Yoshida is, like, significantly stronger and more well-connected than we've ever been let on about. Part of it is the fact that he was looking at Fami right there. But yeah, other than that,
He definitely knows something that more than he seems.
He fucking knows.
And then, Jordan, I have one last question for you.
Yes.
Which of the two was your favorite? Which was the true 10 out of 10 chapter?
Ooh. My gut reaction is the second one, but the second one only really works because of the setup of the first one.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think 116 was a stronger chapter, and it was really cool. It was a cool ending of a way to get around their situation.
You mean 117?
Sorry, what?
You mean 117?
No, I think 116 was a more interesting chapter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying that, like, the ending of it.
Well, that showed how they were getting out.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's when she activates the aquarium transformation.
Yeah, no, I think that makes a lot of sense. I do kind of agree with that. You got a lot of character development with Dennis and Ashley. I thought Ashley, like, getting confidence in herself was adorable and ridiculous. It was like, wow, they had, like, a cute moment. They had a few cute moments, It was like, suddenly it turned into an actual date.
It was very cute.
It was, And then it got paid off very well in the next chapter. Well, anything else?
No, I think that's it for me.
All right.
Well, then, Jordan, I want to wrap this episode up by saying, Jordan, thank you so much for being a great co-host and helping with editing.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much for being a great co-host, and thank you so much for editing.
You can find us on Twitter at Shonen Flopcast and our website, shonenflop.com. We're also on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, or wherever else you get a podcast. And props to Shannon for the awesome cover art. You can find her online at illuminyatea. And as a reminder, you can join us recording every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time when there is a chapter out. Find a link to it in the show notes or on our site. And stay tuned this Monday as we give our first thoughts on Shonen Shoujo.
Yeah, boy, girl. Oh no, David.
What?
David?
Oh no, what is it?
Oh my god, I'm looking at my watch and the chainsaw minute's passed.
Oh no.
Bye.
Bye.